Welcome
morning,
to
class.
Brain Bugs,
Please take your seats.
the place where we turn complex psychological theories into simple stories that make sense. Today, we're diving into Lawrence Kohlberg's famous theory of moral development. Instead of listing stages and definitions, we're going to watch them unfold through one single situation,
5 more seconds.
a conflict in the schoolyard, where every reaction reveals a different stage of moral reasoning. It's lunchtime. The schoolyard is loud, busy, and full of energy.
If we apply the formula here,
Suddenly,
the
a
result should
commotion
clarify why the
erupts in the
previous
center.
equation didn't balance
Two
out.
ninth graders are confronting Tom. A crowd gathers. Some
Hello,
students
my
step
name is
closer,
Finn, and this is my
some
introduction.
freeze, and some look unsure. What they choose to do, and more importantly, why they choose it, shows exactly which stage of moral development they're in. First, there's Finn. He sees Tom struggling and instinctively wants to help. But then fear hits him. What if the teacher sees me? What if I get punished for being involved? At stage 1, morality is based entirely on
If
obedience
I help
and
now,
avoiding punishment.
maybe future
So
help.
even though Finn cares about Tom, fear wins. He steps back, blending into the crowd, choosing safety over courage, because to him, good simply means not getting in trouble. Next is Mary. She looks at Tom and thinks, if I help him now, maybe he'll help me later, when I need it. She isn't driven by rules or fear. She's driven by opportunity. Stage 2, moral reasoning, is transactional. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Mary steps forward, not because justice matters to her, but because helping now might create a
All right,
benefit
everyone,
later.
let's remember our
Then
school
we have
rules
Betty.
for a great
She's
day.
empathetic and wants to do something. But as she scans the
that's
crowd,
enough. Back away from each
she
other
notices everyone else is just watching.
It wasn't my fault.
No one is stepping in. Betty suddenly becomes more worried about appearances. If I act alone, will people think I'm trying too hard? Will they judge me?
Everyone?
Stage 3. Morality is centered on fitting in and being seen as a good person. So Betty chooses to stay still, prioritizing approval
Discipline
over
is the
action.
cornerstone of achievement here.
At that moment,
Do not
a
forget it.
sharp whistle cuts through the noise. The teacher arrives. He doesn't ask who started it or why it's
Every single one
happening.
of you matters.
He simply
We
commands,
stand together in this
"Stop.
circle, supporting
Fighting
each other
is against
through every
school
challenge
rules."
and triumph.
Stage 4. Reasoning is rooted in law, order, and authority. Maintaining structure is more important than understanding context. To the teacher, enforcing rules is the only way to keep chaos away. While the crowd settles, someone else is observing from a distance. Jessie. She doesn't intervene immediately. She thinks. She wonders. Do the rules actually serve everyone here? Is this situation more complicated than it looks? Does this person deserve protection? What about what happened yesterday? Jessie remembers Tom was not innocent the day before.
What am I going to do now?
He shoved a younger student. That changes things. At stage 5, rules matter, but only if they're fair, reasonable, and beneficial to the community. Jessie's morality is flexible and considers broader values like justice and equality. When things seem to have calmed down, the headmaster walks into the scene.
really struggling to make ends meet
His
this
presence
Oh,
is
honey,
calm,
we understand.
not forceful.
How much do you need?
He listens before speaking. He explains the rules. Yes, but then he goes further. He says that rules only matter when they support deeper ethical principles: fairness, compassion, dignity. Stage 6. Moral reasoning is rare and is guided by universal moral principles that stand above laws, social pressure, or personal benefit. People who operate at this stage choose what is truly right, even when it's unpopular or inconvenient. They see morality not as a rule book, but as a commitment to justice. These 6 responses in the schoolyard give us a living example of Kohlberg's entire theory. But to test this thinking more deeply, Kohlberg introduced his most famous scenario, the Heinz Dilemma. A woman is dying. A medicine exists that could save her. But the pharmacist selling the drug charges 10 times the production cost. Heinz, the woman's husband, tries everything, borrowing money, asking for help, but he still comes up
Should
short.
the pharmacist be punished?
He begs the pharmacist to lower the price, but the man refuses. Desperate, Heinz breaks into the pharmacy to take the medicine. The key question is not simply, was Heinz right or wrong, but rather, why do you believe that? If you say Heinz is wrong because stealing is illegal, your reasoning fits stage 4. If you think he was right because the value of a human life outweighs the rule, you might be thinking at stage 5 or 6. If you say he acted correctly because he was helping someone he loves, you might be reasoning at stage 2 or 3. Your position
This brings us
reveals
to
which
stage
stage
5,
you rely
reasoning, the
on when
highest
making
level of
moral
cognitive
decisions.
development.
Kohlberg believed that morality isn't just about choosing right or wrong. It's about how you explain your choice. That's why his theory has shaped fields like education, psychology, ethics, and even legal philosophy. Most people never reach the higher stages. Some stay in early stages throughout adulthood. Others shift depending on the situation. And that's normal. What matters is understanding how our thinking works and how it can grow. So now the question is, where do you think you stand in these 6 stages? There's no right or wrong answer, only insight. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy learning through stories, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Brain Buds, where big ideas grow from simple explanations.